Now we are going to talk about keyframes and timeline stuff and how we can manipulate them. Okay, so for example, suppose if I create this star tool over here and I don't want any stroke, so I'll delete the stroke. And for the fill as well, I don't want any gradient, so I'll go to the fill and I'm going to select this solid layer. And for that, I'm going to select this blue color. And by holding shift, I'm going to create one ellipse like that. I'll press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. I'll go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Now, because this is the normal star and I want to create animation for it, so what we can do, as we have discussed, that I can adjust the transform properties over here and I can change the position on y-axis as well as x-axis. So what we can do, I can press P over here, and over here if you see, you will get this option called stopwatch and you can simply create one keyframe over here. But before that, what we need to do, we need to adjust it at appropriate position. So let's hit Ctrl Z. I'm going to select my selection tool and by holding shift, I'm going to adjust it initially over here, and then I'm going to create one keyframe over here. Let's zoom in a little bit with the help of plus, and somewhere around up to 4 seconds I want this should be from here to here. So I'll move my timeline to 4 seconds, or you can simply go and click on 4 seconds and you can either move it from here to here, or you can simply select this and make sure to select this layer, and by holding shift you can move this from here to here. So if you go to the start and if you hit space bar, as you guys can see, we are getting this kind of animation. And as we have discussed, I can go to the 4 second and I can press N to trim this work area up to this. And if I hit spacebar, I'll get this animation again and again. Okay, similarly, I can go to the start, and along with this position, I want rotation animation as well. So I can press R for rotation. I can create one keyframe. I can hit U, which is a shortcut key to reveal all the keyframes. If you hit U on keyboard, it will hide all the layers. If you hit, all the keyframes, and if you hit U again, it will show all the keyframes which has been applied on that layer. Then you can go to the 4 second over here and you can make this thing rotation. For example, you can either rotate it like that, or you can simply type 1 over here, which means one complete rotation. And now if you hit spacebar, I'll get this kind of animation over here like this. Now what I want is that after this 4 second, I'll go to 8 seconds over here and I'll hit N over here, which means my animation is gonna run up to 8 seconds and start again. Now after this over here, what I want, this should come at the original position. So what I can do, I can go to 8 seconds over here and I can select this position keyframe and I can hit Ctrl C, which is a shortcut key to copy, and Ctrl V. So what will happen? It will copy this keyframe over here. And same thing for this one as well. I can hit Ctrl C and I can hit Ctrl V over here. So now what is happening over here? This keyframes is over here. They are changing their position. Hit spacebar. They are going from here to here. Then from this, they are all going to backward again because I have copied this keyframes. And after that, they are again going to complete this cycle like that. Okay, so these are the concept of keyframes. Now let's go a little bit depth over here. Now suppose I have this time indicator right now on 2 seconds, but I want this time indicator should be at 4 over here, at this keyframe. So one way to do that, simply manually bring this and move this over here, or you can go over here and you can press K over here like that. So what will happen, for example, if my time indicator is over here and I want my time indicator should jump on this keyframe or this keyframe, so I can hit K again over here. Again, I want to jump on this area, which means in forward direction, I can hit K again like that. Now I want my time indicator should move backward keyframe, so I can hit J. Again, I can hit J over here. So with the help of K, I can move my time indicator in forward keyframes. And if I hit J, I can move it backwards like that. Similarly, if I select this keyframe and if I adjust it over here, I can select this and adjust it over here. I can select those keyframe and I can adjust it over here according to my preferences. And if I hit spacebar over here, I can preview this animation, and obviously we are gonna get weird stuff because keyframes are displaced. Similarly, I can hit J to go in backward direction. I can hit K to go in forward direction, like that. Okay, so these are the shortcut keys and these are the concept of keyframes. Obviously, whenever we are going to do a proper animation, we are going to talk about in depth, but right now, these are the only concepts you need to understand.